duty. I'll do my civil duty. I have no bias to the Venezuelans. Ironically enough, and it's off topic, but it's kind of on topic. I went to a birthday party over east Saturday night, right? Like on 83rd and by the lake. And that's where the Venezuelans and the BDs were shooting it out, right? And police are so hot and heavy over there with a Venezuelan gang task force. But bro, it's crazy. Yeah, get rid of the Venezuelans, bro. Let's get our peaceful, where we know who our criminals are and what block not to go down. Yeah, let's get rid of them.
1-866-347-2423. 1-866-347-2423.
See, man, hold on, man. You just gave it to me. No foreplay. Just take that.
Hey, dude,
Pause.
listen, man. Trump's back. We ain't
Hold
got we
on,
only we
man.
only got a year. We only got a year and a half. We got to get right to it. We ain't got
You
time
know
for
what?
foreplay.
Well, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I'm so happy Trump is in. I am for
Don't
my
it feel?
own personal reason, but
Hey, don't it feel so happy you could just breathe now? You know that
not
the economy is
not
going to improve. Gas prices going to come down.
none of that is the reason why that I
Tell me
care.
why.
It should be personal. Were you voting for
Li-
somebody else's personal reasons?
Liberals don't know shit, and all liberals think like girls, and girls don't know stuff. Right? They just go off feelings and marketing. If you got a heavy hook and a good meme, that's what they believe because they don't know. They just have a feeling, and the feeling becomes a belief. So what they're doing is they're killing the Constitution. And what I want to do has to be protected by the Constitution because Americans want a king. And I want to be the king that they want. I want to be king of the colors, but America wants a king. The first thing that people say when Trump gets in is Trump is going to fix everything, like a monarch. Man, Trump's gonna get rid of all the stuff on these girls. Trump gonna get the Venezuelans out. If it's almost Roosevelt all over again. The moose, how they thought the moose was just gonna be there for 24 years, just knocking off all of America's problems. The reason we have a representative republic, because we do not live in a democracy. The reason we have a representative republic is so certain people can run their providence like regions. And America was turning into the oligarchy that American was founded on not being. Like that's the reason everybody left. Like yo, praise you want to praise. I'm happy for that because it gives me 4 more years to get my paperwork right so we could try and I could get my Constantine on because Rome gonna burn because y'all listen to gays and girls. So I just want to get my Constantine on. Take over the nation of Colorado or something. Somewhere obscure.
Hey, yo, you might as well go to California because Gavin Newsom is like Nero from the Roman Empire, so you might as well go to California, go to
Oh
LA
no.
first.
Oh no, sir. Oh no, no, sir. No, sir.
What did I say that was outside of the president's purview?
Hey, Hook, can you play my intro for me? I'm streaming live again, and I made an added, what's the name? Added you to it.
Nah, it went outside the president purview, bro. I just say I wasn't really tripping on gas prices. I'm tripping on the fact that New Jersey
Hey,
made a law that the teachers don't have to know how to read or count, but they teaching your kids how to read and count. Uh, It's
Yeah,
real liberal in these streets, bro.
tell me about it. I'm so happy I stay up here in the backwoods in Marjorie Taylor Greene's district, where we ain't got to worry about none of that stuff.
Shout out to the backwoods, bro. Shout out to the
Man,
backwoods.
it is so fucking lovely up here. I
Wait, for Mr. O, backwoods means country. Backwoods isn't what you roll your marijuana in, sir. He means the original backwoods. Oh, go ahead, though. I was trying
All
to.
right, so the other day I was at I got a coworker who cars down, so I've been making sure he get back and forth to work, right? So we had stopped at Bojangles and we had got something to eat. And there was this cute young lady that named Rashida. And I was talking to her and stuff like that, and I told her what city I stay in. She was like, "That's a sundown town. Why you live there?" I was like, "Okay." She was like, "Yeah. Do you go outside your house at night?" Like, nope. Is it racist there? I'm like, "Yeah, it's so racist. You don't even need to move here." Like, I wouldn't live. I just happened to choose the wrong place. You should never come here. Never,
Ever, ever, ever,
never,
ever, ever.
never. I wouldn't even waste your gas to try to come there and see me. I'll come to you. I don't even want her to discover how good it is,
bro,
how I love him.
bro, bro. I pay rent for an apartment I've never been at in Great Falls, Montana. But that's where I'm gonna make the move to try that. And I looked for a place specifically that black women don't know about. They messed up Texas. Do you know how beautiful Houston was? Like right after the dam burst, like when all the Houstonites were going to. I mean, all the Louisiana people were going to Houston because they were flooded. Like I went down there around that time, 05, 06. Man, it was beautiful. Now all the people that left Detroit and
You
Chicago that
talking
went
about
to
Hurricane
Atlanta,
Katrina, nigga?
yeah, the Hurricane Katrina people went to Texas. And then the Chicago and the Detroit, New York people that went to Atlanta, all the Atlanta people going to Texas. And now Texas is trash, bro. I gotta go where they don't take Section 8, bro. So man, we out in Montana.
That's what's up. Big Sky Country. I got a somebody who I served with in the military. My brother from another mother, Zon, real good dude. He ironically, Zon was raised by his father to be racist, and then he got to boot camp, and his bunkmate was a black dude. And he said he figured out very quickly that if he doesn't work with this black dude, it's going to be a long boot camp. And that's how he got over his racism that he was raised by.
I I
We
used to
all
hang
got
out
to
with
get
a
over ourselves at some point in life. I want to say
Yeah,
this real quick. We're going to make a quick jump over to Rumble. Shout out to everybody that's following on YouTube right now. We are going to end this part of the show. I just dropped the Rumble link in the chat, and we're going to take this show over to Rumble right now. So, everybody listening on YouTube, this is the end of tonight's broadcast. If you want to catch the rest of tonight's broadcast, you're going to have to follow us over on Rumble. We are leaving in 5, 4.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.
If you want to go back on YouTube, you can go ahead and follow my stream. It's the backup to the backup to the backup. I
yeah,
see
already
you.
gone now, bro. You already too late. He gone. They
No,
done.
I mean they still listening over there. Some of them. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. You know what though, bro?
Hey, shout out to the prophet of thought, by the way. Shout out to our brother Xavier. Long time no see, man. Hope all is well.
I agree with you though. I had a buddy that was a Saxonite. Well, buddy is a stretch, but I was cool with a guy that was a Saxonite, and he got cool real quick when he realized that racism not really gonna fly in Gary, Indiana. So he made a great pizza too, man. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, racism is a effeminate thing anyway. Racism is the act of finding new ways for men to fight other men so you can get your way.
I mean, I think it's a yes and no thing in my mind. Racism is just another extension of like tribalism. And in Dirty Folks, I know you can appreciate this concept. You know, the tribe is just a genetic gang, you know what I mean? But gang is kind of what people tend to do no matter what. And so I think there's an element of like, yeah, these are my people and this is my team. However, that only works on the local area. If in terms of a nation, in terms of like doing big things as a country, racism kind of becomes unproductive. You can't keep
Okay,
fighting all these little petty battles.
let me rephrase what I said. Because you're right on a macro level. You're right on the. I'm talking about the social justice warrior part of it. The
Right.
Roland Martin, Jesse Jackson, you know, Urban League part of it. Not the actual tribalism of.
don't forget about the what's his name, Stroger, little Stroger, Todd Stroger too.
Man, you know what, bro? I'm gonna give Ty Stroger grace because he a lawyer. He did some. He
Man,
did some
fuck
real
that. He a
messed up
lawyer.
stuff.
That's even worse, nigga.
No. He one of the guys, bro. You act like I'm not outside. My life was great until I got on the internet. Then all of a sudden, people hate you. Like outside is outside, baby. Me and Ty did I did an event at the Woodson
Hey man,
Library.
let's on Chicago the panel, bro. Let's on Chicago the
We
panel.
not we not. I did an economic event, economic and real estate event. I was a speaker at Woodson Library, and Todd Stroger was in the next room, and we chopped it up. We cool, we good. I mean, bro. Here's the thing about politicians. Politicians work for who knows them. Not even work for who work for them. Because most people don't know who their alderman is. Most people don't know who their committee people are, they senator, they state reps. Most people, like I said, America wants a king. They don't know who their local politician is. To know who's in office when I pull up and lean on them, you know what I'm saying? Things get done, bro. Because they're like, oh shit, here come, oh fuck. And things get done. You know, what it is what it is.
Let me bring Free Zone Lou up in here. What's going on, Free?
Hey, what's good? Am I clear, man?
Yeah, you're good. You're good to go.
Hey, man, I see it to be a good time. I'm more. I look at it. I don't. Okay, so me personally, I know what Trump is about, right? Trump is about the money. So that's pretty much all I'm really focused on politically for the next 4 years. The money. They already getting to it, like with the Trump coin, with the Millennia coin. Like this is gonna be a 4 years of money. So if you ain't thinking about getting to the
Yo,
bag,
that Trump
I think.
coin was, I think, the biggest pump in history, bro. That Trump coin was crazy, and I missed it. I'm so mad I
Mm-hmm.
missed it. This shit was only hot for 2 days. I only heard about it on the second day, and it was already the nighttime.
And by that time, it was already up and it was finna go down. So yeah,
Yeah,
and all
man,
they
that
did
shit was
was
already at like $70.
it's a nasty scheme because the way they got out of it was like, hey, the wife got a coin. It's like, oh, let's go over there and take everybody
Yeah,
money,
and then
and
everybody
it's
guilty
like
Trump
stuff like
coins
that.
bought a Melania coin for like 30 minutes. They bought that shit for like half a day and then dumped the Melania coin real quick, bro. That shit was nasty.
Hey, as a matter of fact, I just saw this on Twitter before I clicked the link. Guess who else got a coin? You know that MLK impersonator that was up there?
Oh Lord, don't say it. Don't you say it.
He released his coin right after.
You bullshit.
Well,
Well, you
that's the thing about a coin though. See, meme coins are actually open to the public. You don't need an actual like blockchain active sort of coin just to have a coin. You can own token or whatever, and it'll
Right.
just be this meme coin that's not connected to any real world digital activity, and it'll be pumped based on popularity. That's all it is.
like the hot tour coin, huh? That got everybody fucked up in
Oh,
the
she's still on
financial.
the run.
Yes, sir. Yes,
She's
sir. That
still
shit.
hiding out. Yo, people mad at her. I'm not
Yeah, the
even
hot
mad at her. I'm mad
coin.
at you for buying a
Hoes
Hawk Tuah
mad.
coin.
Hey, hoes mad at the hoe.
That's really what happened. The whole mad at the hoe. Y'all got hoed, bro. That's how it is, man. You was out there in the streets and you got caught out there.
Yeah, I dropped it in the back for you so you could take a look. Yeah, they got it on the Solano network and that shit. I mean, it's moving. So, but y'all know how that game go. As far as the inauguration speech and stuff, I listened to a good piece of it. I had to go and do
Oh,
work
yep,
and came back.
Lorenzo.
Yeah, bro, the Lorenzo coin. How about that? Um,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I do. I think Trump cooked on a lot of what he said. The only part that threw me off, it didn't throw me off. Like I know where it came from, but when he said we're going to Mars, everybody was like, "Nigga, what?" Even the white folks was like, "Nigga, what?" Like I get that. I get that that's an Elon thing, but outside of that, I mean, it was a very good speech. He spoke eloquently. He spoke calmly as a leader should. I think it went well.
I don't hate that though. I don't hate that. We need a moonshot. It's one of
Like
those like big time.
Man,
Actually, yeah,
gone.
Yeah,
that's actually
motivate the country. You know, it was like the
what
Kennedy moment. You know, that's what Trump is aiming for, a Kennedy
Man,
moment.
that,
You know, we don't go
Hmm.
to the
well,
moon
I
because
still believe in the
we
moon
want to.
landing and all that good
nah,
stuff. That's so cute, but it
nah,
is what.
word
that's a Pastor
word.
Troy thing. I'm about to move to Mars, y'all. The world a mess. So Trump
Yeah.
up there. Trump channeling his Pastor Troy.
We all
I
gonna be
mean,
plug and
But
you
play
gotta
on
like lead. You gotta
the
raise
roof.
the vision of your people. I think that's a leadership move. Whether or not we get to Mars, I kind of care less. I want us to work on getting there, though. You know, if we never get there in my lifetime, that's cool. But like, start building the rocket ships. You know.
If there ain't gonna be no chicks up there with the third booby, I don't care about going to Mars, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
That
gonna get the true Douglas
there's
Quaid experience from Total Recall,
there's
forget it.
See,
there's
this is why you're
definitely
not
gonna
gonna
be
be on
girl.
the first shit, bro. This is why you
Yeah,
gotta
see, you see what I
reopen
mean?
up tourism.
Right.
Mars, Mars, bitches. That's what Mr. O is on that.
Hey, at least we'll be the first homeboys in outer space for real, not that flexing homeboy from
But
Yo,
Ronnie.
I was just thinking, you remember
Look at the
that
red
dumbass
rocks.
shit,
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
That's what niggas really want too. Niggas really want that. So I'm like, nah. I think Elon gonna leave, he gonna take the white people and leave niggas behind, bro. That nigga trying to
yeah,
open
bro.
up. You know how they got Orania in South Africa, a little white enclave in the South Africa. He gonna do that shit on Mars. It's gonna be a little red enclave for white people.
Do you hear how? Do you hear?
It's for the best. Blame it
We're
on
all
global warming.
genuinely happy. We're happy. We're proud. We're happy. We're proud. We talking about the future. It's a good day.
You know the
It
Hey,
is. It
craziest
is.
thing?
refresh me on because I noticed that there's a lot of guys that are. I guess Trump said something about signing an executive order in regards to uh, if if a woman leaves a man, then she can't file her kids.
Fake news.
Nah, that's
Cause
rumors.
somebody, I
I
know I'm
spoke on that
fumbling, but
earlier.
yeah, what is it?
It's all
I forgot.
rumors.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's all
Never mind
rumors.
then.
I have no
Never mind
official
then.
confirmation. I was looking. Yeah, I was looking. I have no confirmation on that at all.
Well, they're assuming that if he does get in office, if you are on child support as the man, she cannot file your child on her taxes. Basically, that's what we trying to proposition.
Yeah,
That's not gonna
that's
happen.
what the rumor says, but I cannot find any official backing for the rumors, so I gotta let that one go.
Tread
Gotcha.
lightly.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I can't see that. But
I heard Trump did cancel. You know, there's an app that all the illegals would use. They would come up through Mexico, whatever, and they got this whole network across South America, really, like the northern
Ah,
part of South America. They got a whole network of people helping you get up through Mexico. And there's an app so you can like book your appointment to sneak into the country. The shit crazy. They
that's
canceled the
what's up.
app today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you remember? You remember
who
what JB
made the
said?
app though? Who's
Border.
responsible
Hold
for the app?
on.
Hey,
It's
Indians,
Communist.
bro.
border
Not
patrol.
Pakistanians. That's why they come here to be in IT, man. They made the app for the
It's a border patrol
Pakistanians.
app that
The
was
Jeep.
made.
Yeah, the Jeeps made the app. Why not, bro? That's why they coming to America to make more apps.
Look at her cry. I hate you.
But yeah,
I love
Martha
it. I
Radix.
love it.
Martha Radix. She
Bitch, you are way too well dressed for my sympathies. You ain't dirty or nothing. You look like you just took a shower. You clean and everything. You eating good. I don't feel sorry for you. Cry in
Don't cry for
Mexico.
her. Don't cry for her, Argentina. She got to cry in Mexico. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Man.
what I had did yesterday. I had went on. I'm about to do another Windy City pun. I had went and looked at some of the local news about the immigration stuff coming up, and I was reading the comments on YouTube on the news clips. She can cry all she won't, but nobody cares because of the city of Chicago. Every comment was like, "Their ass gotta go. Their ass gotta go. Their ass
Yo,
gotta go. Get
that
them out.
bitch
Get them
ass
out."
gone ass ninja Brandon Johnson still vouching that he's trying his best to keep the so-called illegals here. We all might have to go ahead pay him a visit at City Hall, you know, with brooms, 2x4s, pitchforks and all type of stuff. And might have grabbed him by his mohawk and drag him out of City Hall and make an example out of him. Allegedly, assumingly.
Look,
No,
bro.
no. Listen, he's gonna do like every other tough guy does. He's gonna talk all that big shit, and then once Tom Homan get up there, he's gonna cave. They all do.
As they
He's going
should.
he's gonna do what Eric Adams did.
Oh,
He can
Eric
talk all
Adams,
that.
he involved in the money though. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow the what's the name? All he cared about at the end of the day, Eric Adams only cared about that crypto, that moolah, that money, that fetty, that chitty, cheddar, all that.
The, the
That
moolah, the fatty, the cheddar. All right. That's
either
what's up.
way he cracked. He cracked the governor of Massachusetts. She cracked. The only people who haven't cracked are the mayor of LA, Gavin Newsom, and Brandon Johnson. Everybody else is like, yeah. We good. We good. Trump, whatever you want, we can do. Even the Denver mayor, he backed down.
You know what'd be
Oh
funny
man, he gotta be the
if
first one put on trial. He gotta be the first one. You know, the catastrophe. Nah, wait a minute. What was the what was that gang takeover at which Colorado?
Aurora.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nicaragua, yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, all of
But
them backed
no,
down.
no. If this is what I wonder, is there gonna be like an actual some kind of showdown, some kind of standoff with the federal government? Is like a blue sanctuary city gonna say no, you can't have my Mexicans, and then they take it to like some kind of next level?
I doubt it.
I
They
doubt
don't.
it.
I doubt it. No. First of all, a politician cares about getting reelected. That's number one. Number two, politicians' booty holes ain't meant for prison, right? Brandon Johnson's going to cave.
I don't know. Brandon might be ready for
He'll
prison.
probably do it for free for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Brandon's
yeah,
not
his booty
crazy.
hole is probably ready. The rest of him don't want to go. His
You
booty
already
hole
know
want to
he
go.
you already know he a divine nine Greek letter boule fraternity what's the name? So you know that what's the name and played with, man. It's called a helping hand for a reason.
My a
That's where they put
YouTuber I
the hand.
follow,
That's crazy.
a YouTuber I follow called Brandon Johnson, Mayor Conehead.
Sheesh. Yeah, his partner definitely do it for a Louis bag.
Most definitely a
Pure,
Louis
pure
bag. What?
sicko mode. Pure sicko mode.
For a Louis
That's
bag is
nasty work,
crazy.
man.
Nah,
That's
man, not
nasty
even a
work.
Louis bag, man. You gotta step your game up. What's the what's that
It is
bag that
crazy.
all the chicks want? What's it? That's a
Michael
what's that?
Kors.
The Birkin.
The
Michael
Birkin.
Kors.
You know that? No, the Birkin, the Michael Kors,
Oh
and
shit.
the Birkin.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
What
That nigga gonna do it. Mug, you niggas tripping.
I
yeah,
tried to show him.
all of them gonna cave. They gonna crack. They're not built for this life. That's the sad part. They
What
can talk
about
all that.
AOC? What about AOC? I mean, she built for this life. I mean,
AOC is
She
another
a
beast.
bartender chick, bro. How many
AO,
barmaids built for real life, bro?
AOC is not an executive.
She not in a position to actually matter
Yeah,
anyway. She's
Oh,
still
see,
new.
yeah.
okay, this is what I wanted to ask you. I'm glad that you brought that up because Hood, you're the exact person I wanted to ask on this panel. Do you think because you notice all of this like drama with these catty bitches in the political
Jennifer
house?
Crockett.
Do you think that's going to intensify during these 4 years, or do you think this shit gonna get shut down?
Yes,
Ooh.
yes. The women that we got rid of, like Cori Bush or whatever, she's gonna be in the sidelines. She's gonna fade into the background. The women who are in office right now, it's their thing. Whether it's like the black Keisha or the white Becky, because that thing with Nancy Mace and was it Mace or Grace? Nancy is
Yeah,
it
Mace.
Mm-hmm.
whatever her
Nancy
name is.
Mace. It was Nancy Mace and you know the heathen bitch from
Crockett.
Texas.
Crockett.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
Crockett,
I
Crockett,
said,
Nancy Mace.
I actually got
Go
finished.
ahead, Hood. Go ahead, Hood.
Well, no, I was saying that
Okay, I follow.
I gave Keisha a little bit of grace in that she says something like "ooh, child." It wasn't any kind of offensive comment, but then Nancy took it there like she wanted to fight, and so I'm like, yeah, both of y'all bitches wilding. And then
And,
the first thing I commented after I saw that video was the 19th Amendment is my favorite amendment.
hey, you do know that Nancy
Hey,
Mace is a Citadel graduate, so she got hands for days. I don't know if Keisha hands can match with a Army vet trained white girl Becky hands. I don't know.
I don't know if
yeah,
these
I
army
I gotta
bitches can
plead
fight. They
ignorance
just
because I don't know. I
bad,
don't.
bad.
I don't know how long she's been in there, but all I have noticed is that ever since like the whole transgender bathroom thing with the bill she was pushing, she's been on tilt lately. Ever since then, it just seems like she like every little thing kind of.
And
I
and
don't know,
and
man. She's been
and
crashing out ever since.
I have two daughters, and if a dude was able to just walk into a bathroom in which my daughters was in, I would nut the fuck up every chance I got to. I'm not.
Nah,
I'm not.
I get
I'm
it.
not. I'm not mad at Nancy Mace for that. You know, it's her herself from all the pressures of the world. She got to protect
You know,
herself
I
from all
think
the
about
pussy.
that moment when I be out because I still got a young daughter, and like we go places and she got to use the bathroom, and I'm standing like fucking club bouncer at the bathroom door and shit, making a really ugly face at anybody who's walking by the bathroom door. Like,
You know my
I just
problem with
know
that though.
I don't want to be the guy in that situation, but I know it might happen. You
But
never
you
know.
are that guy in that situation,
No,
though, good sir.
you're a sexist, sir. That is misogyny. Let me tell you something, bro.
Yup, that is top misogyny right there,
But
sir. There you
because
with your patriarchy.
because the first time I saw the opposite gender in a bathroom, I was at Club Annex, and it was a girl taking selfies while I was trying to use the urinal. Girls been running with that. That's why I say gay only matter when you a man. Nobody care if girls spit on each other. That's just rude. They hide the bearded truck driver in a dress and give you some voluptuous white chick, but or burly white chick. But bro, no,
You know,
girls
it's
love
funny.
running up in
It's
the
funny you
boys'
say
bathroom.
that. It's funny you say that gay only matter when you a man, bro. It was a story. I saw this shit on my Twitter earlier today. Some kid is like talking about being like molested by his teacher or whatever, right? And generally speaking, when a kid is molested by a teacher nowadays, it's like a little cute white girl. But
I know, right?
the problem was the dude telling the story was crying. And so immediately I'm something wrong. Why are he crying? Because his teacher gave him some pussy. And I'm like,
Did you think
niggas,
about
man. That's the only way you're gonna cry about your teacher molesting you as a boy, bro. That shit didn't make no sense. And then I kept watching and yeah.
damn, damn, damn. They out here, bro. They out here.
That's why he was crying. Now I understand why. I mean, he was probably a nigga anyway, but still, it wasn't supposed to be like that.
Damn, damn. Well, you walking real bad. Yeah, yeah. But go ahead, Dirty. I know you want to say something. I hear your voice.
Nah, man. I'm I'm just here, bro. Like I ain't been playing on the YouTuber in a minute. Nah, bro. I mean, gay only matter when you look, bro. There is nothing that women do that anybody pays attention to if you don't want to sleep with her, right?
Yep.
I'm having this huge debate with my boy in real life, and he's trying to tell me how, when things get situated, I'm gonna have to hire women. And I said, why do I have to hire a woman? I could hire a 12-year-old boy because it's a 12. I say I would rather have a 12-year-old boy than a 40-year-old woman because it's a 12-year-old boy trying to figure out how to get your 40-year-old mama a house.
Yep.
So I might as well get a 12-year-old for the same mental capacity. So he was like, well, I said, man, look, if it wasn't for vagina, what would you even need a girl for? He said they got titties though. When I say, yo, that's why you're not going to Mars. That ain't what I said. But that's what I'm saying now. That's why you're
That's
not
why
going
he
to
ain't
Mars.
never gonna be a millionaire.
That's why you're not going to Mars, nigga. But it is what it is, bro. I tried to take up for the colors so much against Angry Snowman, but motherfuckers really are preoccupied with sex, bro.
Nigga,
It's
you
over
the
with.
main one talking.
I ain't preoccupied with sex, bro. I be recreationally. I don't even know their name, bro. I ain't preoccupied with that.
Hey, Dirty, you bring up a good point because if you look at this, Joy Taylor, Joy Taylor FS1 lawsuit, yeah, that goes right along with what you said. When you hire a woman, you invite that element into your workspace. The 12-year old kid, he's just hungry. He just wants to work, make enough money for his video, buy
He
him
trying to
video
get some
games.
gym shoes, bro. He trying to get some Jordans. You
Right.
know, yeah,
So yeah, that Joey Taylor situation, it made me reevaluate my life.
bro. Joy
Damn.
Taylor, they wasn't nothing new to me, bro.
No, I'm just saying it just made me look at the way I approach things. So I've even I'm doing the whole taking a leave of absence to reevaluate myself. Not
Oh
so
man,
concerned with dating and all that kind of stuff.
the Joy Taylor thing to me was the whole reason we made the American Secretary course. Like to okay, he did what he was supposed to do. He slept with the employee. You're supposed to sleep
Mhm.
with your employee, right?
Yep.
It's if I gotta pay you, I'm gonna lay you. I'm not mad
Mhm.
about that. I'm not mad about that. What I am upset about, A- America as a nation has decided that it's okay to sell coochie, but it's a crime to buy coochie.
You know
Like
what, Dirty?
who's your consumer?
I forgot to tell you on my one of my previous live show. I gave you a shout out, and I gave you a shout out on my media news article about this same subject. If you don't train her, she'll run a loose. That's the name of the stream. I gave you a whole bunch of shouts about this particular phenomenon. They are coming to your philosophy, sir. You're welcome.
Oh, no, thank you, sir. I
What
mean,
was what
yeah,
also was crazy about the Joy Taylor thing is that if he uh if he tried to cut it off with her, she was gonna say that he forced her into that shit.
bro, I crack jokes all the time that I get accused every 2 years of essay. Every 2 years, bro, without fail, bro. Like since I was 20, right? And here's what happens, right? Because somebody told me one day, like, you could be a PUA guy. I'm like, I'm not a PUA guy. PUA guys tell you how to get a girl. I'm telling you how not to count. I'm more like Brad Pitt and what was that movie he did with Robert Redford when he was like, man, you were supposed to be a spy. You're supposed to be able to get in, get out, be cordial, and nobody remember your face. When you're with a girl, you don't count. Even on her body count, when she tell you she only been with 3 guys and she ain't had sex in 6 months, but she got to do in her bed right there, he don't count. Like I'm the don't count guy. I was there at the right place at the right time and didn't say something stupid not to get it. So I don't even care. For me, it's recreation, like playing pickup basketball. But for other guys, it's like a thing. And then they get mad at me too. Be like, oh man, you messing up the market. How I'm messing up the market? She wasn't the first woman I got her. She was probably a school teacher. Her baby daddy 14. Nigga, I'm just here, bro. But that's the thing. The romantic men romanticize everything. They call women romantic, but men are romantic because men have to pay for women's romance, right? If you ask a woman, and I ain't making this about women, but if you ask a woman to set up a romantic date for her man, she's gonna plan a romantic date for herself. She's gonna,
Yeah.
cook and have roses in the bathtub and candles. That's not for your man. For him, it would have been a steak and a PlayStation. They don't care, right? Romance is a man's job. Men are romantic, and men romanticize everything. Even as far as the good old days, like my boys were like, man, the '90s was way better. I'm like, it was 1,000 murders a year in the '90s. Crime
Oh yeah.
meal, like, man, we lived through it. It was our prime, but bro, I don't know about what I mean. Like the good old days was the '60s when you was knocking girls up behind a tree in Woodstock. Like,
Hey, your only worry that you go ahead and get to.
huh? Go ahead, bro.
I said that the only thing you had to worry about was going raw doggy dog in 1969 at Woodstock, and the
That
only thing you had to worry about was catching VD, and all you had to do is go to the clinic and get that
get a
penicillin
pill.
shot.
You ain't have to take care of your baby, just a baby. Any baby you do, right? You knock up a girl, make her a single mother, and then you marry another single mother, and now you take care of their kid. Like you can swap kids out in the '60s and '70s and everything, bro. It all
Hell, you
equal out. Like,
hell, you can knock your woman up. You can knock your woman up, leave the family, move 10 miles away, and nobody never know.
bro, start
The
fresh,
good old
baby.
days. The good old days. Shit.
Breathe, baby, breathe. Catch
See,
it.
I'm good.
Yeah, catch
bro,
that cough, man. You gotta
that
catch
was
it.
he using that other type of
I'm good.
backwood. See what happened? That's that other backwood.
That Brandon Johnson
Hey,
backwood.
man. This is the backwood white that we are smoking. Want to smoke on something.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, look, man. Orange Man is in. It's 2025. Come on, man. Put the backwoods away, man. Get the papers. Come on, man.
Yeah, for
I
Okay,
got
real,
the
for
Throw that
real,
shit
papers.
up in the paper, bro.
for real, bro.
y'all
You like
ready?
Get the raw pack, bro. Get the raw.
I got them too.
Paul?
Here,
Get the
freeze
Pause,
them. I
but
hips.
got them.
raw package is a pause, but
Hey,
but
Raw what?
do,
Oh, hey.
do
I'm
any
out of
one of
there. All
y'all
right, I'm out of there. With the raw
I was,
papers,
I
I'm out of
was,
there.
no, the raw pack. That was the funny part. The raw pack.
Who said raw
do any
pack? I said papers.
You bored, dog. You
Oh
sound
no.
like raw pack. I was like, whoa.
Oh, okay,
does
my bad. That
anybody
Wi-Fi got me. I was out,
does
Wi-Fi,
pulling out
anybody
the house.
Wi-Fi got, yeah, Wi-Fi
does
got
anybody
you on
buy
that.
a whole leaf and break off it in little pieces, or do people still go to the stove?
People still go to
That's
the
what
store.
I do. That's that New York shit. No, I ain't nobody. I ain't think anybody outside the city did that no more.
Hey,
Yeah, what?
What the hell?
Wait,
Where
did
Tola
what?
been?
uh,
Shout out to Tola.
Say that again. Did what?
You get like the raw paper.
I
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you get a piece of paper, and then you get like the big tobacco leaf. Some people take the tobacco leaf and they buy it like crushed up already, and they sprinkle the tobacco in their weed. I don't like that shit. I take the piece of tobacco, I rip a little strip of it, and I like line it in the paper, and then I roll it up like that.
That sounds kind of blasphemous, but all right, I get it though. It
I
sounds like it
wouldn't.
You'd
taints
like it if
the.
you saw it.
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know. I haven't smoked reefer since
Mm,
last time I smoked. The Twin Towers was still standing, so it's been a while.
I don't trust anybody that say you'll like it if you saw it. That sound like fat girls on one of them apps, Bumble or something. You'll like it if you saw it.
Man,
I don't trust some GP.
man.
And
So
see, in dirty, that's how I know like relationships and stuff like that. You on the other side of that. It's always funny to hear it because it's like like repeat what you just said again.
Hey, you'll like it if you saw it. Sound like what fat girls on Bumble say, bro. Like you'll like it if you saw it. Like I don't really do big girls. You'll like it if you saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, like you seem like the type that would cut a girl off because she makes a statement, a generalized statement that reminds you of something like the last
Hey,
toxic bitch said.
hey, look. Let me explain something to you, bro. Let me explain
She
something because my hate is righteous, right? So
What's
I
the
get
uh-huh.
point
hurt
of a
on.
red flag if you're not going to see the motherfucker?
Hey, I'm trying to
No,
tell
no,
you.
no, no.
Look,
I mean it a very different way. But go ahead, dirty
I'm
folks.
just, I'm just saying, bro. Like all colors want to do is trauma bond anyway. So
Uh
let my trauma be my guide. Like, nah, shorty, if I can't beat you, I can't be with you like that. I don't want to hit you, but at least I want to know. I don't want to be that dude in the corner with the girl hemmed up. They be like, oh, he went out bad.
huh. Oh man.
I'm off a masculinity words
Nah,
more than my fit. I'd rather go ahead and put her in a funny farm. Say fuck with me. Say she could be standing in the corner looking all crazy like one of the old Tommy Jerry dudes.
nah, bro. Like I argue everything that sound crazy to me, bro. Like when people tell me you can't control who you love. This the fuck. I control who I talk to. If I don't talk to a big
Yeah, that's
girl, I
not
can't
true.
love a big girl.
That
I
ain't true
control
at
who
all.
I love.
Absolutely.
It just happened.
Absolutely.
I was just minding my business and got on crack. It just happened. How? Who put the spoon to your face, bro? Who put the lighter under the spoon?
I,
Come on.
I really do hate it when guys say one thing led to another. Like, no, one thing,
No,
like, nigga, no, stop it.
no, no,
Stop
no, no,
it.
no. That's accurate.
Uh,
But the
Niggas
fact
be
that you
saying
would
that like they didn't
No,
have a
it's
whole
it's
plan.
accurate. It's
no,
accurate, but you know how they use that. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
know
Like
but
how
you
they.
made one thing lead to another. I had
Yeah,
one thing planned out to another
I
this
put it
whole
on.
time.
I put it on GPS. Of course, one thing led to another. I'm with you. Yes, one thing did, and I was happy about it. Till I got caught too. Hey, what's that? Scooby Doo. They got away with it too. If it weren't for these meddling kids, like
before
that's
you know.
me.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. You know, I'm just saying. People do say crazy stuff, man. It don't make no general sense. But
Yeah, it's one of those statements that I hear like when I hear it because they usually say that to like cover over the bullshit of what actually happened, and it's like, nah, nigga, ain't no one thing led to another, ain't no things just happened, nigga. What happened? What
man,
happened? Like, nigga, what did she do? What did you
no,
do?
no, no.
And then it rolls out, and you're like, oh, okay, I see why you say it.
But even with that, it's a vaginal statement.
Uh huh.
I've been around girls, and one thing led to another in her mind.
Uh
That's
huh.
the greatest thing I ever learned is I didn't count because girls can't count. This I learned. I knew I didn't count before I learned girls can't count. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, it makes sense. It didn't count. I
yeah.
remember specifically, like it was the day before yesterday, even though it was a minute ago. I remember a girl calling me at 7:30 in the morning on a Saturday, my dude. Was like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. My boyfriend beat me up. Man, I need a friend. Can I come through? I'm asleep. Yeah, whatever. Hang up the phone. When she gets in my crib at 8 o'clock and the birds are chirping, and I'm like, yo, I did say she can come over. She came in and sat on my bed. I told her what I tell everybody, yo, you can't wear your street clothes in my bed. So she Got in her bra and panties, so she sat on the bed. She could have sat on the floor. She chose that, right?
Right.
Then she decided to give me fellatio like I'm stressed out. Like people smoke weed and smoke squares. That's how she get fellatio. Like, yo, I'm stressed. I got to get fellatio. I'm stressed out. And I'm like, I'm a good friend. I'm like, all right, I'll let you do it. So during the course of it, she started getting up just and now the funniest thing about the story is then she started riding me. I never moved my position off the bed. I'm laying there the whole time. She riding me, but she's explaining to me that her boyfriend hit her in the eye. She had a shiner too. Her boyfriend hit her in the eye because he accused her of cheating. And while she's bouncing on me, she's like, I would never cheat on him. I love him. And I'm looking at her bounce up and down. I'm thinking in my head, you cheating right now. And I say, oh, I don't count. She doesn't want to be with me. I'm not relationship material. They think I'm a busser. I don't count.
Right.
So once you realize, so it just happens for women. Me telling you got to take your clothes off to get in my bed. It didn't just happen for me. I planned it out. But now is she like, that makes sense. You shouldn't wear street clothes in the bed. Like things just happen for girls, and they really don't, bro. It's weird.
That makes sense for
I
her.
feel
Like,
like you
yeah,
gotta animate
yeah,
some of these
my
tales.
clothes do be dirty. Like
I
that
was.
nigga said, there's only one dirty allowed in this bed, bitch. Get the clothes off.
You
Well, sit
gotta
on the
go on one
floor,
of the websites to hire you some like animators from overseas
bro.
and
I've
just
been
give them the
trying, bro.
story and let them paint the picture.
Bro, I've
Hey,
been
true.
trying. I've been trying, bro. I'm,
Hey, true. That
I'm
nigga said extraordinary tales of nibber daring do.
bro. I bought the Toonly and everything to do my own animation. It ain't working out though. Like, bro, yeah, bro. But my boy Gorilla P say, yo,
We're over there cracking the fuck up.
and that nigga Gorilla P say, God gave you the shoulders to take all the bull nigga shit. He like all the nigga trees in you, my nigga. He said all this shit can't happen to one person. I'm like, bro, I just be outside. He be like, yo, nigga, you have no discernment. I'm like, nah, I be bored. Like, I figure I got hands. I can fight my way in case something happens. So, but, bro, yeah, bro. Back to the Here's my thing.
Oh, y'all never answered my question though. Y'all think there's gonna be more problems, more
Absolutely.
cattiness in this
Oh
next
yeah,
Oh
episode?
hell
yes,
yeah!
yeah,
This
Oh
next
hell
yeah.
episode.
Oh
yeah!
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
because like it's their superpower. Like if Jasmine
Gotcha.
Crockett wasn't a ghetto bitch, we wouldn't really know her.
Look. First of
Yeah.
all, this is a domino effect all the way up to Fonnie Willis, Tisha James, all of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just got to throw all of them. They've been the most vocal. See, they destroyed their office in the states and cities that they dwell. Oh, even Tiffany Henry, I got to throw her crazy ass up in there. Yes.
Black women are bad at everything all the time. I don't think you guys really understand that. They're bad teachers, bad parents, and they've been bad for a minute. Like I haven't seen a good black teacher since like the early 1990s, bro. I haven't seen an
Hey,
involved.
Dirty. I got a $2 Rumble chat from True Hype. He say, shoot me an email via X. We'll see what we can do.
I guess.
I bet. Shout out to True Hype. Thank you everybody for supporting the show
What's so
tonight.
crazy
By
is
the
True
way,
Hype.
man.
True Hype, my ex, bro. You could have just said, oh, I don't be on X like that. Hold on. You right.
Yeah, you don't be active, man. X is like the little network, and it's turning into a right wing social media network, bro.
You know what, bro? I'm in my old man vibe. I'm on the Facebook. Hold on, I'm not even on Facebook to like interact though. I'm just on there to play Candy Crush and get free lives, and then you know what I'm saying? While I'm playing YouTube in the background. But X need games. They want me to come in. I'm a
What
gamer,
level
man.
Candy? What level Candy Crush
I
you are?
need that money.
I don't know, bro. Like 700 something.
Shout out to everybody supporting the
I'm
show,
on
man. We're gonna wrap this up
13,008
soon. I can't stay on here too long tonight. Bro, I was up
13,858.
All right.
all fucking
All
night. I
right.
have
Let
not
let
been to
let.
sleep yet.
I'm
Okay.
like,
Real quick before we
yeah.
dip. Last question, because this is really the question. Let's say Trump promised a number of things. What are the three things that if he does these three things, you could leave. He could leave saying like, all right, he did what he needed to do.
Energy, energy
Deport,
independence.
deport the illegals, open back up the pipeline. Um, and here's
What
the thing:
pipeline?
the the one going through South Dakota that all the Native Americans was mad about. What's it called the Keystone Pipeline?
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I thought you were talking about
Okay,
some bricks or
gotcha.
something. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean pipeline?
Oh, see, that's that 2000 hustle in you, bro. Nah, and I really don't have a third, and the reason I don't is because I'm sure he'll make a lot of executive orders, but they won't stick after he got out of office.
Hmm.
I think those two things, it doesn't like if the illegals are already going, it don't matter what happened when he out of office. And I think the Keystone Pipeline will help out with our energy dependency to the point that it'll be so profitable by the time that the next cabinet comes in that they just let it go.
Also, another thing too, lowering the tax rate, lowering the corporate tax rate, so that way everybody who's holding their money offshore can bring it back and invest in the economy.
Here's a
Man,
problem with that, bro. Here's a problem with that.
problem. What's the problem?
That already exists.
Well, I mean, with the all right, Anton Daniels explains it pretty well. He explains it better than I can. But as long as the tax rates are high, a lot of these a lot of these corporations, they're going to keep their money overseas and offshore. And what that does is takes money out of the economy. So if the Republicans pass a good tax cut and they bring that money, it'll help offset some of the inflationary money that was already
That's not
printed.
okay. And I and shout out to Anton because he gave me a shout out before. I ain't gonna, I don't. But here's the thing: that's not a banking issue. That's a manufacturing issue.
Oh,
So, like, as okay, you know how they say America's a land of the free, right? There was a time in which you didn't pay property. All taxes, like all licenses anyway, are racist, right? The marriage license, the hunting license, all that, right?
mm-hmm.
But in addition to that, there was a time that there was only sales tax, right? Because income tax is not even real. It's real to you, but then they give
It's
it right back to you.
illegal.
Like, okay, but the tax part is when they said that America is a corporation or people are corporations or corporations are people. And I said that wrong. Sorry. Corporations are people. People are free. You're not people. You're a citizen, right? Citizens pay Rome what is wrong. The corporations really don't pay taxes like that. Like you really, because either you get an exempt, like you take a company like Walmart. Walmart is huge. Walmart gets a rebate every year because they hire Keisha and Trailer Park Becky, right?
Right. They still have to
S-
pay a marginal tax rate
They
for
pay a
doing a
marginal
corporation.
tax rate that gets rebated. That was the whole argument that Lee Iacocca had. Like, how is my secretary paying more taxes than I am?
Yeah. I,
Right?
I think Dirty's kind of more right on this one. And the reason why big corporations can even justify it is employment. That's the only offset and it's not a bad argument per se, but that's the only thing that really offsets it. It's like, yeah, they don't pay their raw tax rate. Like on paper, their tax rate might be like, 50% or whatever the real number is, but in reality, it's closer to like two. And the way they can justify that is, listen, you give us these tax breaks, we hire more people, more economic activity, more people buy houses and cars, yada yada yada.
It- you know what though? And I didn't think about it just now, but that's a good game because it's not true. But that's a good game. Okay, but it's the tax
I
on the
think I
manufacturer.
think in recent years they've been definitely hollowing out the middle, but that's the principle. That's the theory and
The
principle. In
and
practice, they're fucking crooks and they're stealing from everybody.
but in practice, even payroll tax, which is like the biggest tax that Americans pay, right? Income tax, right? Which is really a hustle. The corporation holds that money for you and uses it to pay the operational bills, and then has to repay that whatever they held from your check. And they literally, your company pays your your tax bill, they give you your rebate, right? So they like, okay, we took out 3,600 a year, 3,600, and then we'll give you back 3,600, right? No harm, no foul, because it is illegal, but it's illegal if it carries over, right? So they have to give it back. So they books are clear, right? It's almost like running a nonprofit. You got to be a zero. It's like everybody playing Bruce's Millions, bro. All corporations are playing Bruce's Millions. Like, yo, how can I have zero at the end of the month and then still make more money, right? But when it comes to manufacturing, when it comes down to America has some of the highest labor costs in the world. Like the global minimum wage is what, $1.50, $2? So then you telling me that the minimum wage in New York, LA is $18, in Chicago, $15, and I can get somebody to do it for $2? All I have to do is pay them in their currency. I can't
And you
pay
know
them in
what?
American.
Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
Oh, go ahead.
you touched on something I want to dig deeper into, because Freezone was asking like the major thing you want Trump to do. And it's more than just like any one particular policy, but American leadership, both political and corporate, has been frankly anti-American since Nixon opened up China. Opening up China was the biggest fuck up in like since giving away the Panama Canal or something like that. It was retarded. Now, what wound up happening is corporate interests sent our manufacturing overseas to this place and that place, and then it all wound up in China at the end of it all. And now we have what's basically an economic and even military adversary, a regional adversary, who holds a lot of our cards. And the American public has been suffering so that corporations can make money by sending as much of their manufacturing overseas. And because the global minimum wage is like $1 something, like you said, compared to what, 15, $17 an hour in America, what they want to do now, after they hollowed out the middle of America, they want to bring the global minimum wage people to America, which will further lower the American minimum wage. And that's the game. That's really what they want to do, is kind of average out the global minimum wage, including America, so that we're all going to have a little bit less, right? The third world is still going to be the third world with like a couple of really high tech cities like Shanghai. Like China is a third world country with a handful of really high tech cities. And
But
most people
have you
maybe
seen
don't
how they live?
appreciate that. What do you say?
Before TikTok went dark though, hood, they might be a so-called third world country, but them people are living way better than the
No,
average
bro. Listen,
American.
that's
No,
exactly what the
no,
thing
bro.
about. That's what the TikTok ban kind of revealed, how heavy the propaganda is going to be. Look, you're going to talk to these people in China on these apps. You have to understand, in order to even be on these apps in China, you have to have what's called like the highest credit score. Like the government's not just going to let any random person mouth off like on American apps. Like they won't let me do what I do on a Chinese app, right? And so the people that are on the app are already heavily selected by default. One. Two, you don't even know if these people are military assets or not. You just see a Chinese person, because we're all stupid Americans. We see a Chinese person, we think they're a foreigner. No, that nigga might be a spy. We don't know. We've seen this motherfucker dancing on TikTok, making a cute video. That nigga is a op. But you watch this shit and you get this impression of China like, oh, it's high tech and it's better than America. Yes, certain cities are marvelous. And then most of the country are poor people living in mud huts. Like they still have houses made of clay.
Like Cleveland.
Yep.
Shout out to, but here's the thing, bro. And this is my argument for toddlers, right? And this is why I call them toddlers. It's like this fantasy world, right? Like every man is rich and 6 feet tall. That's what they think China is. Everybody's short, either short and skinny, or they're a sumo wrestler and they all got bread. The truth of the matter is, most of America's poor, and most of America is rural. We're we're a country ass country. You know what I mean?
Well, no, but see, but poverty in America is not poverty in
No,
China.
poverty
That's
in
kind of the
America
big
is
difference.
better. It's better that no, 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 no. Poverty is better, right? The living
Our
situation.
floor is way higher than the global average. I'll put it
I
that way.
I get you that, and that's how you will get a bunch of FEMA camps. But what I'm saying is the propaganda part. and that I'm co-signing you though. The propaganda part that there's this great um bro. I think for me it was Slumdog Millionaire. For anybody who's ever seen Slumdog Millionaire, like you get to see the Taj Mahal, and then you see how they really live. Like, oh my god, bro, that's messed up.
Yeah, Jeets. We've been talking about Jeets all year.
Mm-hmm. And
So
good job on projecting on the Chiefs. They big mad because they been exposed through this ploy. But go ahead.
Hey,
actually,
man.
I think the
Sometimes you got to
tiny
be out at the bleeding edge. I take my hits. It's all good.
bro, I think the tiny hats got exposed way more in the last 4 years
Them
than the
two.
Jeep.
Them two.
I don't think we ever really paid attention to Jeeps enough to care. You know what I'm saying? I think it was
The numbers hit a critical mass. That's what happened.
yeah. Yeah.
You see, Zizek, look, Zizek talked all that shit 2 weeks ago, and now he's really about to get pushed out the administration. All that lazy American bullshit. They like, all right, go run for Ohio, you brown son of a bitch. Don't talk that lazy American shit in Cleveland, nigga. That shit is hilarious.
Bro, I got to see V back, right? Um, he came to Chicago when he was running for what was he running for? Was he running for
President.
president?
Yeah.
He was running for something. And he came to Chicago to do the barbershop thing. That's because here's the thing. Here's another cultural thing that I've noticed. They used to go to the black church, and they still do time to time. But now they want to go to the barbershop to get the heterosexual men because they understand the divide between black men and black women. Like maybe I went too far with this DEI, right? Like not only should we repeal the 19th, we should repeal the Civil Rights Act. The Civil Rights Act has done nothing
I'm
for
open to that.
heterosexual. It's done nothing for heterosexual men. Women are double minority.
Because I'm in the position. I've been on this path for years now, where I'm slowly learning more and more, and I just reconsider pretty much every popular narrative about how we got here.
Bro, everything has been designed to help women overcome the patriarchy. Like the entire path of this whole civil rights mission. And this is why I'm not mad about women agreeing. I'm more mad at black men talking about we need to get the black family back together than I am with black women voting for their own interests, right? But once you realize that we don't have the same interests, at that point, that's when you become a man, right? Like, oh,
Well, the
we're
thing
not
that
really
kills me about the Family Guys is that I'm not theoretically it's not a bad thing, right? It's the noble goal. You want the family, you want the black family together. How can I hate a man who wants the black family together, right? That's how these fuckers get you. Now, the problem is their solution is all man shaming, and that's never going to work. And it's
Nope.
either you address the structural issues that men complain about, or you keep man shaming, and then we'll never have nothing to talk about.
But man shaming is just a bunch of dudes that'll kill you over a toddler. So I get. Here's the thing: as a man, as a tawny and swarthy man in America, you are in a position to write your own ticket if you only had the courage to abandon your chick. Right? She'll catch up with you. She'll come around. You might
But do you really want her after that though?
and no woman likes her own man, bro. That's just life. But the the thing is, bro, whether you're when I look, I am a fan of Black Lives Matter, right?
Why?
I'll tell you why. Number one, I went to a rally they had at Roosevelt University and they gave me
Uh,
free pizza and Fago. And you know I
oh
like
my.
food. But
I
more
knew it was
important,
free food.
more importantly though, I
You are
saw
a
what they
whore. You are a fool whore.
I
A
am, bro.
foodie.
I am, bro. I am. I'm so ashamed.
Don't
Um,
feel bad. Whenever I go for dinner, I always have 6 Waffle House plates for leftovers.
like all my friends know too. They be like, man, we can kidnap you, bro. Like you not into girls, you ain't into money. But if they say they got free food, bro, they got chicken tenders, we can get you, bro.
Everybody has their thing, man. It is
Yeah,
what it
everybody got
is.
their hood. But here's the thing. The second thing though is transgender housing. I thought that was phenomenal. Because here's the thing. We have been working on a program for men, me and Console, recipes Console, since like 2008, right? He cracked a joke one day, was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if you can get Section 8 for men? And we was just drinking tequila laughing. And then 2 days later, I thought about it. I started researching the HUD Act, right? I started doing real research and hanging out with the people who write the sections, right? You know, niggas only care about the eighth section. Like it's not 7 numbers before that. And it's actually 36 numbers after that, but don't worry about that. So the whole thing, I said, okay, black men being under the Endangered Species Act, we can get our own community if we abandon black women, because black women have a government backing. We would have to have a tribal backing, which which means you got to get your girl from the orphanage. You can't have no black mom, right? But that sounds extreme to dudes who want a man shame, right? So when the transgenders got, I want to call them trannies so bad. When the we on Rumble now, but I'm on still on YouTube. When the transgenders got their housing, I said I knew men could get housing. And then they did it under the 14th Amendment, the 14th and 15th Amendment, which are the 13th and 14th Amendment, which are the black male rights, right? So they used the same rights for free slaves for transgender men. And I'm like, yo, let's get this popping. And everybody like, what about the women? And I'm like, what about the women? And they're like, oh, you the devil. So I'm gonna have to make them slaves too, because nobody wants to put into the pot for their own salvation.
So hold
Well,
on,
I'll be the double son-in-law
let me see if
then.
I can mentally picture the mind fuck accurately. They use they use an amendment that's basically helping black men to benefit black men who no longer classify as black men. Because transgenderism means you get classified as ineffectively.
Well, transgenderism is
That's
under
very dark.
DEI is nothing but the Civil Rights Act for gay people. That's it. That's all it is, right?
Yep.
DEI is
Okay.
civil rights for gay people.
It's
So
affirmative. It's affirmative
affirmative
action.
And black
action
women,
for
and
gay
black
people.
women.
No, black women already had the Civil Rights Act. They didn't need DEI. They just love gay dudes. They didn't need it though. It's really only for gay men. If you cut gay men out, if you cut DEI out, you'll still have affirmative action, and she'll still count as two people on employment, right? It didn't affect her at all. She just did that because she hates you or because she dumb. Girls are dumb. They don't know that. Rebrand anything. I can make them slaves. I call them freedom camp. That's what we're gonna do too, by the way. Freedom Village, slavery like a motherfucker. Because all you have to do is brand it. Because girls are dumb, and most of these guys are dumb. But it's not. What they did was they took the civil
That would
rights.
be an
Okay,
ill maneuver, bro. A
I'm
work camp for black people called Freedom Village.
facts, bro. Me and Gorilla Pete already told. He helped me with the rebrand. Y'all been telling me to rebrand for like a
See,
year, bro.
this
I've
how
been
you
talking
hook
to
them
people.
in, though. You got to get like some actual professionals, like some mechanics, a few engineers, people to teach them skills, and you got to make them work hard, sun up to sundown, though.
Yeah, for free housing. That's what slavery is, right? You work for housing.
Right.
That's what
You're gonna work, but you're gonna learn, but you're gonna work though.
that's what the welfare
And
to
then you
work
could buy
program
your
under
freedom.
Clinton was. Now, yeah, you can buy your freedom. All that slavery was really just indentured servitude with a rebrand. The only difference between being an indentured servant and being a slave is as an indentured servant, you work 7 years and you get free. As a slave, I gotta pay you a slave wage because it wasn't called minimum wage then. I gotta pay you a slave wage, and 7 years worth of your wages equal your freedom, right?
I mean, we
But
have contracts like that now. It's just that you're not physically required service, right? That's the difference. See, back then, your service was a physical act, right? You had to do literally what you were told, and that's how you would achieve the terms of the contract. But we have that today. It's just that you can't actually demand physical servitude in the same way, but you get
why
locked
can't you?
into financial
Not,
servitude.
but why can't you? What is an internship? Why am I going to college to learn something? Now you telling me I got to work free for somebody to get hands-on application of what I just paid 40,000 to learn from you? Like what the hell? I could have just cut the middleman and just work wherever for free for 3 months. You know what I mean? We have it
Or
now.
or you could have went to the military.
The
Right.
military is like
Servitude, right?
indentured
I guess we
servitude,
do still have it.
indentured servitude, right? And a lot of places have it. And it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing, really. I know a girl in
No,
Parkway
I
Garden.
say, oh, listen, all men must serve, bro. That's just the reality of it.
I know it. When I talk about girls can't count, I know of. I don't know her personally, but I know of a girl in Parkway Gardens, which y'all call Old Block, who was about to get evicted because she hadn't paid her rent in 4 months. Guess how much her rent was?
$25.
Probably like $50.
Y'all, what? Y'all cold and colder.
Man,
Lower, lower,
lower than that, my niggas.
25.
lower,
Lower.
lower, lower.
Man, we talking about single digits,
Why
man,
would it
my guy.
even? Why would it even be lower than that? Now, this is why I hate the government.
Lower.
Nigga, it's
Well, if
old
we're gonna play
block.
the game, if we're gonna play the game, let's play the game right. Lower. Give me another number.
3.
$4.50.
I said 3.
Lower. Believe it or not.
0.
Yo, so it's
No,
free.
higher,
Free.
higher than
You might as
zero.
well just
Higher
tell
than
me it's free, bro.
1.
Anything
no
lower than
higher.
an even 5 is
1.
free, bro.
Oh no, higher than free though. She had to pay something.
1.
Two.
No, it's free the way I count it. Like that's free money.
No.
Like
You
if
would
you
think so,
can't
right?
accumulate $4 or
$2
$5 in a month by just
in a
like
month.
having your hand out blindly hoping for goodwill, then you're basically a dead body. So like that's
Yeah,
money that you can acquire for free.
a
Bro,
consuming dead body. That's the hypocrisy, though, and that's the paradox. They are a
bro,
consuming dead body.
about to get evicted. Cause you went to
On
I think
top of that.
that's what I said. And I was like, how much I rent? They was like, man, I rent $2. I said, so how much she get? I said she need to suck a swiller. Instead of sucking for weed, she needs to suck for the cash. She needs to swallow something for a nickel and pay her rent, bro. Like,
No,
but
she can't do that. She too proud.
No, she ain't.
no, she ain't. She too dumb.
Listen, just because she got to pay $2 for her rent, she ain't got to suck dick to survive. What is she, a hoe?
Bro. But she had to have a baby to get Section 8.
We know.
Hmm.
You know,
We know. Trust me.
slavery is a benefit, bro.
To some. What
Like
neighborhood?
the
What kind of
you,
neighborhood she lived in?
she lived on Old Block. She lived in Parkway Gardens, the projects.
Fuck that. I don't know. That's a
Work
bad
makes you
situation.
free.
Yeah,
David,
that's a
you
bad situation
bro, work
for.
does make you free. Listen, this is another thing that's interesting. We're gonna end this in like another minute, but I just had to say this because what's the is the German saying I'll be mach frei? Is that how you say it in German? I
I have
think
no
those are
idea.
the words printed over the Auschwitz gates. That's why I phrase I'll be mach frei. Nobody tell halfway pronouncing that German word phrase correctly. But work
I'll
makes
see
you
it. Bro.
free is obviously from the German people in World War II, and I don't think they're wrong. Obviously writing it over the gates of Auschwitz, it was a message. They were trying to make a point. And years later, I never had to suffer any of that type of shit. So I can just accept the point for what it is. And I think there is a truth in that. Even in the Bible, it says, those that don't work must eat. I'm
No,
paraphrasing because I don't know
yeah,
the
you don't
quote.
work. You don't work. You don't eat. That's
Right. But that's, there is a timeless truth in that. And
Yeah.
this is why I said all men must serve, in the sense that you as a man you have to serve something in order to be productive. You serve something to gain something, and that's how you establish a place in this world, and that's how you get ahead. Provide service and all that type of shit. And it's just a simple reality of life. It's what we are, and it's how our society functions. I'll big mock free. Work makes you free, but that's
Amen to
enough
that.
German for one night. I got to get up out of here, man. I got to go make some eat. I'm going to sleep because, like I said, I've been up all night. I had to work like a double over the night. It's just crazy. So I'm going to go to bed early and I'm going to go make some eat first. And you guys have a good night. I
Yeah,
appreciate
I'm
y'all
about to go
coming
ahead and
through,
give me
by the
some
way.
meat.
Shout out to
My
everybody who
milk
donates to
free,
the show,
y'all.
everybody in the chats, all the multiple chats that we got going right now.
Hey,
Yep.
dirty, how I get in touch with you out of here?
you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb, right, and say you can hit me up on X. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I'm gonna see it eventually. Eventually, I
I
see it.
send I'll send it to you right now. What's the handle?
Dirty Folks Podcast.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now.
I want to learn how to
FOLK.
use Discord, like all the youngins. I want to learn how to use Discord.
All right, search
Bro,
Dirty
I
Folks
have a
Podcast.
Discord for this channel that I've never actually accessed. Like a Discord I set up my own, and I've never actually really like done anything with it because I'm clueless and I got too many irons and too many fires. I don't know what I'm doing in this digital world.
I got a young assistant, bro, because I don't know anything. He does the Discord and the Twitch. I don't know, bro. Tommy Sotomayor got me on Twitch. Shout out to Tommy. He found a way
Uh,
to be
I guess
heard.
I guess I gotta follow you to send you a message.
I just figured out how to get on Spotify and I haven't even set it up yet, but I know there's a way for me to Spotify now. I got to get all this stuff popping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
people
I told you to do. I told you
on
to do that a
Periscope
year
and all
ago.
type of stuff, bro. I don't even know what Periscope is. People like
I
we doing a
told
show on Periscope. I'm like, what's Periscope?
I told you to do that a year ago, Hood. Being a truck driver, can't really look at the YouTube videos.
Yeah, I could relate. I could
Yeah,
relate because I know I spent a lot of time on the road just listening to shit, audio
yeah.
books. One of my
But
favorite things to listen to while I was driving was fucking it was just one channel and it's sad because bro just died like in the last couple of months. I would listen to Comic Story in a lot. And he had this one channel where he would just like act out the actual comic book storyline. Like I listened to like the whole Deadpool
Yes.
story in Marvel. Like this nigga had like 4 hours of Deadpool story content, and I would just drive and listen to that shit. It was
I can.
wild. And then one day I learned that he actually passed away recently.
Yeah.
This
You.
dude Benny from Comic Story. Rest in peace, Benny,
Rest in
man. I
peace to
got
Benny,
Benny
bro.
got me through a lot of road trips, man.
Hey, rest in peace to Benny, bro. But I never liked comic. So I was a comic. I am a comic explain guy. But Benny was his guy. That's how I found out that he died. He was crying like, man, my friend Benny died. Comic.
Yeah, bro. Benny got me through a lot of
I
journeys,
don't know.
bro. Benny was
He
on
was
the
too.
show,
He was too
just
animated for
acting
me,
out
bro.
everything. That shit was dope,
He
man.
he was too animated for me, bro. It was too much activity.
That's why
That's
I
what.
liked it. That's exactly why I liked it. Because you especially for it to be like I'm not watching it, I'm listening to it. That's what I needed.
No, I got somebody for you. But I've been watching these manga audiobooks for like, well, that's crazy. Watching audiobook. I've been listening to these manga audiobooks, bro.
Yeah, I
I
never
got
gotten
stuff
the
for you.
manga yet. I don't know. I maybe I'll find something I like one day. But my kids like that stuff. I ain't really into it.
Man, it's a bunch of Asian dudes who are always the better man. A bunch of girls trying to throw them twat, and they like, I can't do that. I'm a good man. And then somehow they
Yeah, I be
become
seeing the
superheroes.
commercials for certain stuff. That should look like a lot of teenage drama shit.
It is, bro. It is. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I ain't gonna front.
hey, hey, dirty.
Guilty pleasure shit. I hear the guilt in your voice.
Nah,
Like you
I
feel
don't. I don't
shame.
feel. I don't feel chained at all. My boy come through the crib yesterday. Day before yesterday. He was no yesterday, and I was watching. It's a dude called Anti Last, right? Any Last, ANI, Any Last, and I'm watching one of his manga, audio books. My boy like put on some rap. I'm like, nigga, you like New York rap anyway, so I'm not playing no music definitely, because he'll have me playing who y'all boy Sean Price. I'm like, I don't want to hear no goddamn Sean Price. I'm chilling right now. He left my crib. You're like, I'm taking my tequila and going home. I'm like, I don't care. Fuck your tequila. But yeah, bro, it's a guilty pleasure, bro. No, I'm a comic book kid though. No, I grew up on
Nah,
Spider Man.
I ain't mad at you. We all got our shit, bro. But look,
Yeah,
we
I
gonna
got it.
wrap this thing up, man. We got to get up out of here. I'm gonna eat and go to sleep, and I gotta get up for work again. So I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Peace, y'all.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.